Alright guys, welcome to the video where I go over the internal trader performance tracker. And I developed this specifically for Forex swing traders. And I want to look at this, our performance on a quarterly basis, sort of like a business approach to looking at our numbers every 3 months or every quarter, which is 4 quarters in the year, and also look at our percentage numbers. So to kind of give us a perspective on how well we're doing. Sometimes we don't really we look at a dollar amount and sometimes we feel that we're not doing as well as actually that we really are. And looking at the percentage kind of gives us a perspective that we're actually doing better than we think. Okay, so there's a lot going on the spreadsheet, but at the same time, it's very simple. And on the right side, you have a visual or graphical representation of your performance, and on the left side would be just numbers. And you do need Microsoft Excel for this. So if you don't have it, unfortunately, you can't use it. But for those that do have it, this will work pretty well for you and help you keep track of your trades, right? So, like I said when I started, just this is for swing traders. So you're not gonna find many many ideal trading opportunities constantly, right? So if you're swing trading, you're more than likely looking on a daily chart, on a weekly chart, and once you get involved in a trade, it's usually can tend to play out over a week or 2 weeks or maybe even a month if the trend or if the pair that you're trading is trending to the upside or the downside. So I'm going to go over section by section and how you can use this in your trading. Okay, so the first thing I have over here in the top left is the year. Now we're going into Q4 and then going into 2024. So we can go in here and we can change that to the next year. So assuming we starting to use this in the new year, you can see how it starts off and how we go on towards the end of the year. So every section over here has ideal trade one. Now I specifically named it ideal trade so that it's exactly what it is, right? Based on your trading strategy, you should be able to identify what is the best trading opportunity for your trading strategy, whether that is looking for a divergence, you're looking for an harmonic pattern along with a Fibonacci ratio, or you're looking for support resistance in a certain type of way, or Bollinger Bands, or whatever it is that you use to identify the most ideal trading opportunities. That's what you're going to initiate a trade on. And every 3 months, you should have anywhere from 3 to 5 ideal trading opportunities. Now I moved it all the way to 10 because if you do find more opportunities that look good, then you can go ahead and trade more than that. But maximum one through 10, 3 to 5, you're gonna find the most ideal, in my opinion, on a quarterly basis. Now, what I just said about identifying your ideal trading strategy and opportunity, you can go into the section where it says here, describe your ideal trade setup, and you can pretty much enter, whatever you want here. Okay. I have this in this section, described in detail your ideal trading setup and the criteria that need to be met in order for you to confidently execute a trade. All right. And that should go right here. So, as a reminder, what you're looking for and what you should execute on. All right. So, let's take a look back up here. Like I just said before, this is the year that you can put in, right? You have your first quarter column, your second quarter column, third quarter column, and your fourth quarter column. All right, and then obviously, like I just said before, your ideal trade on the left hand side. So down here, you see Q1 starting capital and Q1 ending capital, and it will give you a percentage increase or decrease. So for the sake of simple math, I'm going to go ahead and say our starting capital is $10,000. Okay. Now, let's say for the first quarter, you hardly trade. There's not many trading opportunities, and you do happen to make one trade that yields $1,000 in profit. Okay, so you'll see $1,000 populates here, and all the way in the bottom automatically will generate in the profit and loss section as well as on the right side, right? Because this is going to add up over the end of the year. Over here we have a visual representation. Kind of made it a little artistic with the $100 bills, and it's just all this is just a representation of how you're doing, and you'll see how we progress to the fourth quarter and how it all looks like. Okay, so let's say this is the only trade you made for the first quarter. What you're going to do is take this number and your starting capital, add that, which should give you 11,000. Okay, and then your percentage increase or decrease will automatically display here. Now 10%, it's a good percentage increase. If we look on the dollar amount, it doesn't seem like a lot. And we may not be happy with making that $1,000. But when you look at the percentage, this is actually a pretty good percentage increase. Okay, especially for just the first quarter, and you have three more quarters to go. So this will give you some perspective on if you're doing well, or if you feel like you're not doing well. You could take a look over here and think, well, you know what? I'm actually doing better than I think. So your ending capital over here, 11,000, you would plug that into here. So that would be the start of our second quarter capital that we have to trade with. So let's say the second quarter comes around between April and June. Say you make $1,000 here and another $1,000 here. Okay, that would give us, oh, excuse me. Actually, I put $10,000 by accident. That would give us 2,000. Okay, and you can see how the visual representation is happening over here, our quarterly swing trading performance, and give us an idea of our performance quarter by quarter. So we're going to do the same thing. 11,000 plus the 2,000 will give us that 13,000 and will give us an increase of 18.18%. Now, just keep in mind, I'm just doing this for the sake of simple math. I know for a fact there's going to be losses. That's a guarantee. But just for the sake of simplicity and giving you some example of how this works, I'm just going to plug these numbers here. So let's say 2,000 here, and we make $1,000 trade. That would give us 3,000. So again, we keep on going up. All right, gives us 23.08%. Gives us a visual representation here on the right side. And then finally, we'll take our $16,000 as our starting capital. And fourth quarter, let's just say we made $4,000. Okay, this number would, in addition to this 16,000, would give us 20,000. All right. So now we have our quarter by quarter basis here in percentage, 10%, 18, 23, 25. And then you can see how your performance looks like at the end of the year. And you can take a look at each individual quarter, how we did over here. Now, finally, on the bottom here, your annual starting capital. You can plug in $10,000 because that's what you started with. And then your ending capital would be $20,000 and it would be 100% increase. Okay, and which is represented right here by your annual swing trading performance, your starting capital, your ending capital, and on the right hand side, you have your annual percentage increase and decrease, and give you a, again, this is just a visual representation of the numbers here. So for those that like to see graphs or like to see things on a visual basis on a chart, that's they're gonna favor this here, and those who just want to look at the numbers will look over here on this side. All right, very basic stuff. But I feel like it's going to help you keep track of your trading performance or swing trading performance. Now, over here, I kind of put like a little quote here: patience is the key to great performance. Your ideal setup will come. Stay patient. And this goes back to waiting for your ideal trade. And I know it's very difficult for many traders to try kind of like wait for that perfect trading opportunity so they can, make a big jump in their capital, in their trading capital. And that's all understandable. We've all been there. But in order to get a nice, smooth increase in our capital towards the end of the year, we have to look long term. Now, this is why I split it up per quarter. Even if you're making a certain amount of money per quarter, and that doesn't seem like a lot, when you look down here at your percentages, you'll come to find out that you actually performed much better than you thought. And that kind of gives you that confidence that, okay, let me keep doing what I'm doing. Let me stay patient. Patience is a huge factor in getting the results that you want at the end of the year. Of course, you're going to have trading losses, but that's okay as long as you manage your risk and be able to come out ahead, at the end of the year and your numbers look good. Even if you had some losses, even if you made 25, 30, 50%, 70% at the end of the year, that's still pretty good. Okay. So once you plug all your numbers in, this is what it'll look like here. And then on the bottom, if you scroll down, you'll see trading notes, and you can enter your general trading notes here, whether that's emotional, uh, you know, things that you want to write down, psychological, or just general trading notes. You can put that here in this section. So if I go here, and you can do as much as you want in this huge section here. Okay. So that's going to be it for uh, this example. It's free to download, and I hope you guys find value in this. If you have any questions, you guys can reach out to me right over here. You can see Sal Medina at internaltrader.com, or you can head to internaltrader.com and check out some other products and services that you may be interested in, or you can even contact me here at this main website. All right. So I hope you find value in this, and look forward to hearing your feedback. All right. Take care.